football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing here, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Load it. Load it.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Red, up! Red, up! Gotta go!
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Chargers getting set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hurry up!
And they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Set. 180.
From the gun, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Hey. Set 180. 180. Buffalo wall.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Set. 380.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Rivers. Down man, it's complete. Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Hey.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Let's
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Here's Trubisky. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now Benjamin. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So out come the Chargers. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
So you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Sit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Is that 180? 180?
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Ready, 380.
On 1st and 10, Rivers caught by Allen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
380.
2nd down, Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, come on.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Red Delta! Set!
Rivers now on 2nd down. It's complete to Williams. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set! Delta!
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Ready. 390. 300.
On second down, Rivers again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
White. Hey, ready. Is that 180?
On third down, Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop. At the 40-yard line. On the handoff, this is Howard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now it's Trubisky. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a 1st down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the 1st down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the 1st down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Set! Green, 39!
To throw on 2nd down. Richard throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39!
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now.
From the gun, Richard. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Richard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Richard. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Jones. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 1st down. Richard. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to the air on 2nd down. Richard, and just shutting him off there. It's complete right side to Benjamin. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richard. forced it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, Richard. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Richard. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's complete. Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Richard. And this completes a Henry over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Richard. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2 big plays in succession, and the Chargers on the move. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Richard. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Richard. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll look to throw again. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
All right, here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Chicago, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
You